The pig is a major element of the German diet, and just about any part of it is eaten in one way or another. And one of the most popular ways is in the form of a sausage, or a Bratwurst. Now I'm here on the banks of the River Danube in the wonderful historical city of Regensburg. And over here is the oldest sausage kitchen in the world. And the aroma beckons. Andreas is the owner of this sausage kitchen here, and in fact Andreas has been in the family for a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it's in the family about 200 years. We can say that it was bought in 1806 from the city of Regensburg, this building.
Right, so it's been a sausage kitchen for a couple of hundred years with your family, but how old is the building itself?
The building itself is about 850 years old. In former times it was the kitchen for the workers who built the stone bridge.
Now this is a stone bridge which crosses the Danube, so we're right on the banks of the Danube here. This is a good spot to be, isn't it? A lot of people walking along, good business.
Yes, it's good business. We have the Danube here, yeah. And so with this nice view here on the Danube, we can also sell our sausages. It goes hand in hand with the Danube, but also the Danube comes out one time in the year.
When it floods?
Yes.
It floods once a year?
Yes,
and
once a year.
It floods the kitchens here?
Yes. There are marks herein. You can see several marks herein. It's from 729.
You're joking. It actually went that high?
Yes, that high.
And when was the... That's a good way of cleaning out the kitchens, I suppose. But when was the most recent flood? Did you have one last year as well?
There's one mark from 1988.
Good
and the last year it was also enough high to go in.
Do you get enough warning, or do we just see loads of Bratwursts floating down the Danube so that we know that there's been a flood here in Regensburg? You have time to clear out the kitchens?
Yes.
Yeah.
One day there's only cleaning work here.
Well, I know that your mother is still working here, and she's an expert cook, so I think we better go and join her and find out how she cooks these special Bratwurst. And here's Andreas's mum, very busy with the sausages here in the kitchen. And hello.
Hello.
Hello. I know that your mother doesn't speak much English, so Andreas, maybe I could ask you, what is the secret behind a good Bratwurst?
Well, they are naturally made just of pork, of the ham of the pork, and without any chemical fittings.
It's all totally natural?
Totally natural.
And you're cooking them over a special wood, or is it just charcoal?
It's a mixture between a special wood and the German expression is Holzkohle. I don't know the English expression for it now. And
that gives it a really good flavour
yes,
as well.
Yes, it gives us a little wooden taste, you know,
wooden flavour,
wooden smoky taste.
Yes, smoky, of course. That's the word I'm looking for. Now, what about the size and the width and the length of a Bratwurst? Do they have to be a certain size? Is there a regulation?
Yes, we say that it's got the size of the grocer's finger, you know.
Is that right? And they have to be that size in order to qualify?
They have to be. Yes, they have to be. They should have the same size every time, because otherwise the people would complain about too short sausages.
Just very briefly, the history of the Bratwurst, am I right in saying that it used to be made so people can pop the sausage through doors and keyholes and underneath prison cells, cell doors?
Yes, that's a nice joke on the sausages, and we accept it just this way.
It's a myth, really.
Yes.
And how long, briefly, does your mother have to cook these for?
How long one piece has to be cooked to be finished?
Yes.
It takes about 8 to 10 minutes.
Wonderful. So these will be ready then?
Yes.
I think we should try some.
Yes.
Good. We're going to try some of your sausages. We've come outside of the old kitchen to dine al fresco this afternoon, but it's pretty chilly, quite a cold wind coming off the Danube, so I had to put the coats on. But the good news is we've got hot Bratwurst to warm us up. Now, Andreas, the Bratwurst here, it comes with sauerkraut.
Yes, sauerkraut is the traditional food to the sausages, which we produce ourselves, and it fits to the sausages, and it's also good for your digestion. Good
for the digestion, right? Well, I'm going to try some of these and see what the flavour's like. We were talking earlier about the wood producing a smoky flavour, so let's see. The smell already gives it away that it's going to taste good, but it really is a lovely combination. These are lovely sausages, they really are. Now, we have also some mustard.
Yes. Also, the mustard is produced from ourselves.
Well, you make the sauerkraut and the mustard to go with your bratwurst.
Yes, everything. We do the sausages, the sauerkraut, and the mustard ourselves.
What kind of mustard is it?
It's a sweet mustard.
And how do you make it? Can you tell me? Is it a secret recipe, or can you tell me what it is?
Yes, it's made of sugar, essig. I don't know the English expression.
It's the mustard seeds with sugar, and a lot of sugar in it, no doubt.
It's sugar.
Yeah.
It's kind of meal. It's kind of meal in it.
It's not
Water.
strong, is it? It's not a strong mustard. And that sugar really does offset it beautifully. So it's not strong, it doesn't bite the tongue at all, and it's really very sweet. It goes very nicely with these sausages, I have to say. Another important thing, of course, is a beer.
Yes.
Is this a local beer?
It's a local beer. It's from the Tunon, Texas brewery. Perhaps you know the princess of Tunon, Texas.
I don't personally know, but it sounds impressive.
Yes.
And this is where the beer comes from?
Yes, it's a traditional Regensburger beer.
Well, thank you very much, Bratwurst. This is good stuff. Well, I tell you what, a beer and a bratwurst on the banks of the Danube, can't get much better than that. Let's hope it doesn't flood.